I'm obsessed with finding the perfect travel handbag. I'm going to review 13 bags in my series of travel reviews to find the best travel bag, or as some people might say, the best travel purse. Welcome to Linky Lifestyle. I'm Mardi and I've been travelling for over 25 years with my husband Michael, so we love to share our expertise with you to help you plan holidays that aren't just fun but truly unforgettable. I have 13 bags to review and I've divided them up by size, going from extra small through to small, medium and large. And I have 32 things I'm going to try packing in them. These are breath mints, travel charm, hand cream, lip balm, nasal decongestant, pen, shout wipe, mirror, scrunchie, medications tin, nail file, tissues, torch, MagSafe power bank, Nightcore power bank, charging cable, watch charger, cards of various sorts to represent my credit cards, driver's license and a hotel key card, the coin wallet I use in the USA and Japan, a fold-up shopping bag, a handheld fan, passports, sunglasses, tenagui, and the bonus item for larger bags is my iPad. While I don't carry my iPad around all the time, there are times when it's handy to be able to fit it in my bag, say if I'm on a short flight without a larger personal item. I haven't tried putting my phone in any of these bags. I'm always happy to have it on a lanyard, but it's nice if there's a side pocket it can go into if necessary. I have some small mesh bags and 2 card wallets I'll use to organise things in for some of the bags. I own 6 of these bags and I've bought the other 7 recently from Amazon, and I'll be able to return what I decide not to keep. I don't have endless space for handbags. I'm going to decide what the best bag is in each size category, and I'll tell you at the end of each section. I bought this Mimco Stage sling recently after deciding I needed some neutral coloured bags in my wardrobe. It's very small and has minimal organisation. It has no outside pockets, and in the main compartment it has one flat pocket against the back. It's a bit puffy, as the fashion seems to be at the moment, and I like that, and the colour. It has a fairly short strap and can be worn as a bum bag, or a fanny pack as Americans say, but don't ask what Australians and Brits use the word fanny for, you won't like it. But I prefer to wear it as a sling. It sits high as a sling, and that's good for security, but I also like the look of it. I can put the passports in the internal pocket and my tenagui at the bottom. Then there's the fold-up shopping bag and the pink mesh bag. The cards will go in the smaller card wallet. I can fit the MagSafe battery and my pen and hand sanitizer, but it's a squeeze. The things I didn't put in the bag are the breath mints, coin purse, larger power bank, yellow mesh bag, handheld fan and sunglasses. This is pretty good, and it's actually more than I expected that I'd get into it. I'd probably empty the contents of the 2 mesh bags into the sling to reduce a bit of the bulk, and I'd perhaps leave out the tenagui. Unlike many Mimco bags, I don't find the zip hard on my hands and nails, but more on that later. I don't mind that it doesn't hold a lot. I don't expect this to hold enough for a day of sightseeing, but rather I'd just use it on a cruise to walk around the ship, or for land holidays. I'd use it on a quick trip out to a restaurant or for brunch. I love the Mimco sling, and I wouldn't have looked any further, except that Mimco isn't available outside of Australia and New Zealand and apparently South Africa. So I looked for something on Amazon and I found this. It's a bit low quality, loose threads, plasticky feeling fabric and cheap zippers. And I don't like the bright white. If I was going to use one of these, I'd look at getting a more subdued colour. A neutral, perhaps the khaki, which looks similar to the colour of my Mimco one. It has more organisation than the Mimco one, a flat zip pocket on the back and mesh pockets on either side of the main compartment. One is a bit too open and could be annoying, but the other is divided in 2. The mesh isn't stretchy though. It also has a fairly short strap, a similar length to the Mimco sling. The extra organisation is good, and I put the passports in the back zip pocket along with the larger power bank, and in the smaller mesh pockets inside I put my cards and the hand sanitizer. I left out the tenagui and fan and put the pen in the main compartment. I emptied the pink bag in there too and added the tissues. The shopping bag wouldn't fit, and I also left out the sunglasses, MagSafe power bank, yellow mesh bag and coin purse. I didn't think it was much smaller than the Mimco sling, but even without the card wallet it didn't hold as much. I have to admit, even if I didn't have the Mimco sling, I wouldn't be keeping this one. It has really rustly fabric and it holds less than I expected. The best bag in the extra small category is the Mimco Stage Sling. Heading into the small bags, the Mia Tui Isabel is one of my favourite travel handbags, and the reason I like it so much is that it looks tiny but it holds a lot of stuff. Plus it has plenty of organisation, so I don't need extra pouches and wallets to hold everything. It's also a great colour that goes with nearly everything. It has a flat flap pocket on the front and a zip on top. Inside the zip there are 3 compartments, one with an additional zip and card slots. I think this compartment is RFID protected, but I'm not 100% sure on that. The back compartment has a flat pocket on the back of it. The bag's made of vegan leather, and although I've used it quite a lot, it's in really good condition. When I bought it, I think they only shipped to the UK. I ordered it when I went to London last year and got it delivered to our hotel, but they now have international shipping. Mine came with a fabric crossbody strap, but most of the colours come with a strap in the same vegan leather. It also has a wrist strap, but I've never used that. I put the cards and passports into the inner zip compartment and would empty the coin purse in there too. In the rear compartment I put the larger power bank, tenagui and yellow mesh bag. I put the pink mesh bag in the front compartment, but then I emptied the 2 mesh bags into their respective compartments and added the fan. I put tissues, the MagSafe power bank and Sani into the front flap. I took out the tenagui and fan and added my sunglasses instead. It was really full, but I'm always amazed at how much this tiny bag can hold. Then I took out a few items and added back the tenagui. Then I took out the shopping bag and sunglasses, and that made it a bit more compact. I've owned this for a bit over a year and I like using it. It looks nice and holds a surprising amount, with that internal zip pocket acting like a wallet and keeping my valuables safe. The Bellroy Light Sacoche supposedly has a 3.5 litre capacity, but that seems more than I would guess it has from its appearance. Bellroy is an Australian brand and they have high quality products. This has a light ripstop nylon fabric which they say is made from recycled materials. The zips are YKK AquaGuard, so this is somewhat water resistant. There's a pocket on the front that's fairly flat and has 2 smaller pockets within it and a key leash also. The zip for the main compartment is on the back and there's 2 stretchy mesh pockets within that compartment. This compartment expands as you fill it with a gusseted bottom. This bag is designed to fold up small and be packable. The strap adjusts to different lengths so you can carry it crossbody or as a shoulder bag. I put the passports in the front along with the MagSafe power bank and the Sani. In the main compartment I put my cards in one of the stretchy pockets with tissues and breath mints in the other. The tenagui and fan went at the bottom and then I added the 2 mesh bags. My pen fitted in standing upright and my sunglasses too. The large power bank went in the front with the passports and I got the shopping bag and the coin purse in the main compartment, but it was really full by now and it was hard to zip the front pocket. The light fabric means you can see the contents bulging through. I don't like how the thin fabric shows all the bulges and it looks a bit wonky too when I have it stuffed full. It's not really my style, but I don't dislike it. Bellroy makes great products and this is no exception. It's just not for me. The Travel-On crossbody clutch comes with crossbody and wrist straps. It has security features such as locking zips, slash-resistant body and straps, and RFID protection. I got it in this nice brown colour with gold hardware. It has a flat open pocket on the front and a zipped one on the back. The main compartment unzips nice and wide and has light coloured lining so you can easily see inside. Inside on the back there is a flat pocket and 3 card slots, and on the front there is a zip pocket. I put the passports and larger power bank in the back zip pocket and my cards in the internal card slots. Then the yellow and pink mesh bags, although I emptied the contents into the main compartment to give more room. The internal zip pocket held the breath mints and I put my MagSafe power bank in the main compartment, as well as my pen and sunglasses, and that filled it right up. I put the Sani in the open front pocket. The shopping bag, fan, coin purse, tissues and tenagui didn't fit. I like how this bag looks and the security features are great, although to be honest with these types of bags I don't always lock all of the zips because it's a bit fiddly, but it's just a bit too small, even for a small bag, and space is limited. You know, sometimes the grass isn't greener on the other side, and my favourite in this category is still the one I already own, the Mia Tui Isabel. What do you look for in a handbag you use for travel? Let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to see more of this content, please consider watching more of our videos and look in the description or the first comment for other ways you can support Linky Lifestyle. There are 4 bags in the medium category. The Mimco Jet Accordion is a bag I've used on overseas trips quite a few times. I like the look of it and it has a nice wide fabric crossbody strap so it's comfortable to wear. It also has a small pouch that attaches to the strap, which is good to hold a small, frequently accessed item. In my case, usually a folding shopping bag. There are no external pockets and it closes with a magnetic flap. It's lined with dark and light grey stripes, so it's not the easiest of bags to see inside. There are 3 compartments inside. The front and back are flat but expand slightly, hence the accordion in the name. The main compartment has 3 card slots. It's quite a rigid bag. I put the shopping bag in the small pouch. The passports went in the back pocket along with the coin purse. I put my cards in the card slots and the Tenaguian fan at the bottom. The Sani and MagSafe power bank went in the front pocket. My pen, tissues and the pink and yellow mesh bags went in the main compartment with my sunglasses. I left out the large power bank. I've used this many times when travelling, but it does have drawbacks. It doesn't zip up, so it isn't as secure as other bags, and the magnetic fastener sometimes pops open if it's a bit full. The rigidity of the bag means the space isn't flexible and the front and back compartments are tight. The pouch is useful, but the zipper is rough on my nails. I've broken heaps of nails getting things in and out of it. I think this might be getting retired from my travel bag wardrobe. I've used this pink Mimco camera style bag quite a lot whilst travelling too. It has a fabric crossbody strap, and although it doesn't come with a small pouch like the previous one, I do have a matching pouch I bought separately. It has a very flat open front pocket, a slim zip pocket and a main compartment. In the slim zip pocket it has 3 card slots. Inside the main compartment there is a zip pocket. This is a very rigid bag and I find the zips hard on my fingers when I'm getting things out and putting them back a lot, as you do when you're travelling. Although it's no bigger than the previous bag, I find the space is a bit more useful and it seems to hold quite a bit more. While it's my favourite shade of my favourite colour, I have to be careful when selecting it for travel to ensure it doesn't clash hideously with anything I might be planning to wear. I put the passports and cards in the front compartment, plus the Sani and the MagSafe power bank. The main compartment held the Tenagui, fan, pen, shopping bag, pink and yellow pouches, tissues and larger power bank with my sunglasses and the coin purse at the top. Yes, I got everything in, although it was packed to the brim. It's very rigid and therefore inflexible. The front zip pocket is useful, though the front open pocket is so tight it isn't good for much more than a boarding pass. The main compartment is quite roomy, and you'll notice that this is the first bag I've been able to get everything into. I probably won't use this for travel anymore, but I'll still happily use it around town at home. The fossil brown leather crossbody is unlikely to be any larger than the 2 previous bags in terms of what it can hold, but it has the advantage of the top zip, which means I can carry my iPad in it if necessary. It has a narrow crossbody strap, and if it's overloaded it can cut into my shoulder a bit. There's an open flat pocket on the front, and inside there's 1 open pocket and 1 zip pocket. I like the cute little fossil key attachment, and this bag will go with most outfits, being a fairly neutral brown. It's nice and flat, so it wears well. I put the Tenagui at the bottom and the pen clipped onto the internal open pocket. I put the fan in the bottom and the passports in the internal zip pocket. And then I added the larger power bank in there too. Sani went in the external pocket, then the coin purse and mesh bags in the main compartment. I put my cards in the small card wallet and put them in too, plus the MagSafe power bank and the tissues. I also added the shopping bag and sunglasses, and it was full, but it zipped up. I then unzipped it and wedged the iPad in. It was a tight fit, but doable if I rearranged things a bit, although I did leave out the sunglasses and shopping bag. While everything fitted, even the iPad, it was a bit tighter than I expected, and the lack of organisation is annoying. I think this is more of an around town bag than a travel bag. The Bagolini Memento Crossbody is another bag with travel security features, lockable external zips, slash resistant body and strap, and RFID blocking pockets. It has a fabric strap that is reasonably wide, so that should prevent too much digging into shoulders. On the front is a large zip pocket, and on the back is a large wallet-like zip pocket that has 2 zip pockets inside it and 6 card slots. This area is RFID protected. Inside the main compartment are 2 open pockets and a pen slot and a zip pocket. There's a small hole in the back which is to allow a charging cable to be used with a power bank inside the bag and a phone outside or in an external pocket. I put the passports in the wallet-like area in the back of the bag and my cards plus the coin purse in there too. I put my pen in the pen slot in the main compartment, the Tenaguian fan at the bottom and the pink and yellow mesh bags went in there too. In the front pocket I put Sani and the MagSafe battery. The tissues went in an internal pocket, as did the larger power bank. The shopping bag and sunglasses just fit in the top. I really like this bag and it's the clear winner in this category. It has security features including plenty of RFID blocking sections. The wallet-like compartment on the back is really useful and the internal organisation in the main compartment is great too. Now I'm moving on to the larger bags, so at this point I put the passports and my cards into the larger larger pink card wallet, since the remaining bags don't have any card slot. The Bellroy Light Sling 7 litre is almost big enough to hold my iPad and zip up, but not quite. Like all Bellroy Light products, it's lightweight nylon ripstop material and can be folded or rolled to be packable. It's a quality product with YKK AquaGuard zips. The front pocket has 2 inner pockets and a key leash. The main compartment has 1 large zip pocket. It expands and contracts using the strap mechanism to keep it compact when carrying less in it. It has the Bellroy double zip system, which I find a bit odd, but other people on YouTube seem to like it. I put the Sani in one pocket within the front pocket and the MagSafe power bank in the other one. My pen and the coin purse went in the front pocket also. The tenor GUI went at the bottom of the main compartment. Then I adjusted the main compartment zips so I could put the fan in a side pocket in there. I put the tissues and larger power bank in the internal pocket. The mesh bags, shopping bag and card wallet went in the main compartment, and so did my sunglasses. It was pretty full, but it does expand quite a lot. I don't think this is my style, but as I've said before, Bellroy makes good quality products, so if you're a sling person, I recommend you look at this. It's a good size, not too small but not too large either. I have a 10-litre Tomtok sling that I'd never consider using as a handbag because it's huge. I thought that the Peel-Well crossbody bag would be bigger than it is. It's quite a nice bag to look at, and it has 2 external zip pockets on the front and 1 on the back. None of these have any additional organisation, and it has low quality zips, but what do you expect for the price? There are 2 pockets on the sides. They look like they're meant to be water bottle pockets, but they're far too small. You can't even get a phone in them, and it's hard to get anything small that does fit in them out of them, like say AirPods. I put the passport wallet in the rear zip pocket and the larger power bank and shopping bag in an inner zip pocket. I put the tenor GUI and sunglasses in the central zip pocket and the yellow and pink mesh bags in the main compartment. The Sani and coin purse went in front pockets, and I clipped the pen into an internal pocket. The fan went in one of the side pockets and the tissues went in an internal pocket. I could fit the iPad in too, but it sticks out the top. Without the iPad it zips up and it isn't overly full. This is a really nice size for a larger bag, and despite the lack of internal organisation in the pockets, it was easy to pack and there was a place for everything. The zips are a bit cheap. They were open when they should have been shut when I received it, if you know what I mean. That is, the zipper head was in the closed position, but the zips were open. I had to unzip and rezip to close them. So I wouldn't count on this being a very secure bag, but I don't mind it. I think it's the runner-up in this category. The Massentor crossbody is from Amazon, and it isn't leather and has this weird chemical smell that's a bit unpleasant. Hopefully it wears off. I don't like the white colour. As I said before, I really don't like white accessories, but this comes in other colours, only they're mainly mottled brown leather-like colours that I don't like. It has a strap made of the same material and it isn't very wide, so I'd be concerned about it digging into my shoulder. On the front there are 2 zip pockets, one with a tassel on the zip. They both go to the bottom of the bag, so they're quite large, but there's no additional organisation, and the lining's dark brown, so it's hard to see what's in there. There's another large zip pocket on the back. In the main compartment there are 2 open pockets and 1 zip pocket. I put the card wallet in the back pocket and the Sani and MagSafe power bank in the smaller front pocket. The larger front pocket held the larger power bank and the shopping bag. I put the sunglasses in the internal zip pocket, the tissues and the tenor GUI in the bottom, and then the mesh bags, my pen and the coin purse went in there. It zipped up and it wasn't too full. I could slide my iPad in too, but then it couldn't be zipped up and it did need some rearranging. I'll be honest, I don't like this bag. It's my least favourite out of all of these bags. It's too dark inside and too deep, and it smells. And even though it's deep, it doesn't hold everything easily. It has 3 external pockets and they're deep too, but that's not always a good thing if you want things to be at hand. This is the Mimco Stage crossbody. It's puffy like the Mimco Stage sling and seems to be well made with quality fabric and zip. You'll be relieved to know this is the last bag I'm reviewing. It has a permanently attached cloth strap and 3 zipped external pockets, 1 on each end and a large one on the front. Disappointingly, there's no organisation in the front pocket, not even card slots. In the main compartment, there's 1 flat open pocket. I tried to put the passport wallet in the inner pocket, but it didn't fit, so I put it in the main compartment and put the larger power bank in the inner pocket. Sani, MagSafe power bank and the fan went in the front pocket. I put the shopping bag in one side pocket and the tissues in the other side pocket. My tenor GUI, coin purse, mesh bags, pen and sunglasses went in the main compartment, and it held all that nicely. I could put the iPad in too, but it sticks out a fair way and the bag wouldn't zip up. I find this bag's a bit bulky if it's packed full, full, but with this stuff that I've put in it, excepting the iPad, it was empty enough not to sit on my side like a box. I like the side pockets, and while some extra organisation, such as card slots in the front pocket, wouldn't go astray, I consider this one the best in the category. I've selected a winner in each category. The Mimco Sling in the extra small, the Mia Tui in the small, the Bagolini in the medium, and the Mimco Stage Bag in the large, and they are all clear winners. The choice wasn't difficult. If you're watching this considering what the best bag for you is, I hope I've helped. Keep in mind that the things I packed or tried to pack in each bag were my complete list, and on any given day I may not put all of them in my bag. They're representative of the range of items I like to carry most of the time when travelling. And even bags I didn't like or select had their good points, so if you like the look of one of them, don't let that put you off. Or maybe you could just use my methodology to decide what you like. If you enjoyed this review video, I'm planning to do more reviews, so subscribe to make sure you don't miss out. For now, I suggest you watch this video on what I carry in my handbag, or this one on cruise ship secrets for something a bit different. Bye for now.